everybody, happy Saturday. So as promised, today I'm going to explain this. Sometimes it's just easier to see it than try and hear what the methods are. So I'm going back to current photos, well, not like too current, but when I was in Pincher Creek, this is the last page of my Pincher Creek page. The last page of my Pincher Creek set. Chapter? I don't know. Anyway, the last one of Pincher Creek. So I found an old kit that had one of these simple stories. What do they call these? Simple pages, and some cool paper that is fall themed, but the farm colors and everything work for this paper. So I'm not using the fall side of it, but I am going to use Gather Together because this is from a Thanksgiving set. But we were all gathered together, so I'm going to use that. Yeah, and then all the ephemera is just from one of those little packs. So if you can pick up these things, they're great to have a whole bunch of embellishments that'll go with your paper. So I'm going to, I'll turn this around here. I'm going to use this solid, not solid, but it's got little dots on it. I'm going to use this paper as my mat. So my plan, hopefully I can remember where I put all these things. Oh, I need that. My plan is to put these, look at this, like homemade waffles and then sausages and the syrup. I forget what it was, but it was like apple syrup. It was incredible. And there's my feast. So that was our last day, our dinner, our breakfast buffet, our brunch. Thanks, there you go. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is glue this down because I'm using this as my mat. And then I'm actually going to use a two-part step to this. So it's got dots on it. I can kind of line up the dots here. And make sure it's semi-level. Just do the corners, then that should fit. I was sure that I had a die cut for maple syrup. I have to move this one a little bit further. Oh no, actually this one. And do you think I could find it? So I'm gonna leave. I'm not. Maybe I put it in my Stampede stuff. So I have to go find it because there was bottles on here I was gonna cut out, but it says cider. And I wanted maple syrup. So I have to go and find what category I would have put that in. I would have thought food, but if it was on, you know, a bunch of stuff, maybe for Western, that's in there. So I have to go hunt that down. Okay, now I'm gonna cut out. I want a fairly big mat. So let's try. That's not big enough. I want a little bigger. But I want to also be able to see. Okay, so I'm going to line up the photo with this second, with this bar that I can see. Make sure that's sort of level. The reason I'm being careful is because the second part of this, I want to use, oh, that's really hard to see because it's sort of shadows. I think that's there. This might be, anyway, I'll just cut and then I'll explain. It's very weird to see, like, because it's beveled, it looks, it gives me a false image there. Okay. Oh, so weird. I should have picked a different line. Okay, all right, so that is step one. Okay, there's my big photo mat, and then I'm gonna flip this over and now cut. Okay, line this up again. I'm gonna make a frame. I hope that's my plan. Oh, that's really small. Okay, let's see if I can make that work. No, I want it bigger. Wow, that is just so... Sorry guys, I thought picking a specific spot on this would be easy, but it's not. It's just too many levels on the clear plastic to see through. Alright. So I think there. Oh, maybe how big is this now? I can measure. Now I can use this, maybe. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now I'm cooking. There we go. It's much easier to use the lines, but when I'm cutting in the middle of a paper, I can't really see them. This one, I have to fudge because I broke it, but that's okay. All right, here's my plan. Oh, well, let's cut this off while I'm at it. Get the barcode off of there. Okay. Whew. All right. So now I have this frame, which I have to... Oh, those are just not all even. Okay, I'll go this way. This one. Okay, so I have to glue this down because I cut it wrong. That's what I did. I cut it wrong. Okay, and then I just tore it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want the clear side, so let's just tack this down, and then I can maybe do something here. This was not supposed to be difficult. You know how you think things and it's like, oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah, maybe it'll work. Okay. And of course this side I can't see where it's going to be. Okay, yeah, that looks about, I'm eyeballing. Looks about right. I think. And this one I have to put here. And then glue this piece on because I tore it. Good grief. Okay. There we go. Whew, there's my outside frame. And now my insides. Now no. Oh, just. Okay, I've got the dots. I'm good. I thought this wasn't good. I'm going to wrap after. Because I sort of mucked up that corner. That's okay. Fix it in a second here. Alright, so that fits in there. Get a little dab of glue. It's so subtle you can't even tell all that work for really nothing. That's okay. Alright, so there's probably an easier way to do that. Maybe just measure it before you eyeball, and then it'll be much easier. Okay, so I have, and hopefully I have enough room for this because gather together. Yes, okay, so I'm going to glue this in. This is just big pieces of ephemera. Go right to the edge there. Gather together. And then I have, actually I'll do these later. I can do this one. Just this cute little border. And then this cute stitch. It's teeny, so I need my glue. There we go. Okay, and I'll just sort of put it overlap a bit, and I have this one. Okay, I'll figure those three out in a sec. So now I'm going to put my title, which just says last day. Okay, now, so I just wanted to, okay. So because these are actually pretty chunky, so they'd be fairly easy to glue anyway, especially with this, but pretend it was like a really dainty flourish and I didn't have. Okay, so I can put these upside down like this, and especially if it was all connected, it'd be easier. And then I'm just going to run my tape right across the whole thing. Again, if this was one piece, it'd be easier. And I don't have to worry about the extra because it's dots. It's just gonna go through. And then when I pick these up, the extra part in between the letters is there. So last, and I don't have to go in and get rid of all those little bits and pieces that are connected, especially like in between the A, you know, like in between that part, you would always get little strings, but because I'm doing it this way, I don't have that. Now the other way, I was saying sometimes I could also just run it on here because it rubs off so easy, so I could just go like this, right on my paper, then place my letters, and again I could move them because it's temporary. And I'll see if you can, I'll hold this up to see if you can see. So you see the shiny in between the letters there? Then I just go and rub it off and it comes off super, super easy. So if this was, you know, anything dainty or thin, and now you can see there's no sticky between there. Okay? Oh, there is right here on the bottom because I didn't see that part. Okay, now there's no sticky between. So either way I did it. Last I did individually, and then day I did on the paper. My S is spinning here. Oopsie, I think I moved it. Oops, get some glue on there. There we go. That one was stuck to my finger. Okay, so either way, it works really good for small things like that. Okay, so now let's put this little banner. I'll do glue now. Either any of the glues will work. Okay, well I spent so much time mucking about with that first piece, the rest of it is going to be fairly simple. So this is cute, just a stack of books in a coffee. I think I'll put that, I was going to put it on top here. Yeah, maybe I still will. I'll leave it up there. These embellishments make the pages very easy. Okay, and this one I think I'll just tuck over to the side. Glue. Actually, I'm going to go between those two. Okay. So, oh, let's see. I have these cute little flowers. They're just on my desk, so maybe I can add a couple of these. See, these are kind of like the color of the waffles. And a couple of red ones, little reddy orange ones, and I think there's a couple of brown ones. Maybe these ones. White and blue. I think. Maybe I'll just put one there. I'm just gonna glue this guy down. Now I'll go in later with some stickles for the center, but we know how long stickles take, so I'm just gonna put one there, and then I'm just gonna have these sort of falling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just made tiny dots of glue, and then I'll use my picker upper. Let's see if it'll work on this paper. And just randomly sprinkle these around. There we go. Okay. Just a little bit of cuteness because they were there. All right. Let's flip this around. Okay. So there is my page. So there's the photos, my little note, my little flowers, some ephemera just scattered about, and my last day, my title. So there you go. So I'm supposed to say like and subscribe. Okay, have a wonderful weekend and I will see you later. Ciao.